What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's caught downfield. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
The Golden Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's the coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
And the Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gets it out quickly. To the 15. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Using his feet to buy time. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And off from the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field, try to make those big plays, trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Lost to throw again. Pulls it in, it's Matthews. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Bruins will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing in.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in, it's King. At the 40, there he goes. To running room, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cal!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Flores. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Going for 6. Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running to the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go with a direct snap. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Most every defense is worried about the big play, giving up the big play to the wide receivers down the field. That's why I think it's important to milk these tight ends on these short routes to keep the sticks moving, to stay ahead of the chains, just to keep my offense in rhythm.
Makes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, that's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, that's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the first.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line, I get it. But I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Turning it on! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Kane. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Makes the catch. It's Kane. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
You know, the cool thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's taking the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Buys a little time with his feet. Grabbed over the middle. It's Berger. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Got to find a completion on this one. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind